Day 2 of the government shutdown and a warning about U.S. security as all across the country, Americans are asking, what is this shutdown costing hardworking families? And is it really putting the country at risk? ABC senior national correspondent now, Jim Avila.
The shutdown is not just about bureaucrats and tourists. Today, the man in charge of the CIA and NSA told Congress 70% of America's intelligence analysts are on the beach, furloughed.
I've been in the intelligence business for about 50 years. I've never seen anything like this, that this seriously damages our ability to protect the safety and security of this nation and its citizens.
At FBI headquarters today, 50% of the staff ordered to stay home, making it more difficult to identify terrorist threats. Across town at the FDA, all scheduled inspections of foreign and domestic fish, fruit, vegetable, and juice producers have been postponed. At the CDC, researchers are not tracking outbreaks of food poisoning. Less than a third of the CDC scientists are on the job. One official telling ABC News it's mind-blowing that our world-renowned scientists can't look at their BlackBerries today. Home buyers applying or waiting for FHA-backed mortgages are already suffering.
We're in this hotel for who knows how long.
In Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Reed family loan stuck in the pipeline, awaiting final approval from government employees not at work. Critical social programs such as WIC, which provides 9 million moms with money for infant formula and baby food, have been deemed non-essential.
How am I supposed to get the extra $200 a month to pay for formula?
And Head Start is beginning to shut down across the country. In Connecticut today, there was no preschool program for Geraldine Bryant's twin sons.
It's going to impact them in a big way, especially academically, as far as them not being able to be in school.
Trouble for military families, too. Commissaries, those cut-rate stores on bases and posts, have been closed. The civilian workers who run them sent home.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Across the country, frustration at those in Congress shutting down the government to make a political point.
Government shutdown is ridiculous. It's GOP obstructionism in its purest form.
It's a crime, and I'm sure most of it is the Tea Party.
You guys need to sit down, earn a living by doing what we sent you to Washington to do.
Plenty of disgust across the country, and in fact, this is having a broad impact on the American economy. $1.6 billion a week being lost, $300 million a day, and $12.5 million every hour lost due to productivity. Diane?
Every hour. Thank you, Jim. And we do want to know more of what you want to tell Washington. So send us an Instagram video with the hashtag #TellWashington. As we return back to that drama inside the White House, a kind of presidential huddle with congressional leaders of both parties. So anything accomplished? ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl now with the latest on what he's hearing. John.
They met for over an hour in the Oval Office, Diane, but accomplished nothing. Speaker of the House John Boehner emerged from the West Wing saying the president refused to negotiate.
The president reiterated one more time tonight that he will not negotiate. All we're asking for here is a discussion and fairness for the American people under Obamacare.
The president told Republican leaders he won't negotiate on Obamacare or anything else until they agree to reopen the government and raise the so-called debt ceiling, allowing the government to borrow more money. If that doesn't happen by October 17th, the U.S. government will face its first ever default with catastrophic economic consequences. Senate Leader Harry Reid warned it could happen. You're in that meeting, you more than an hour. What is your sense? How real is the danger that the country may default?
I think that it looks like these people are headed where they want to go.
Shortly before the meeting, President Obama suggested unreasonable Republican demands have left him at wit's end.
Am I exasperated? Absolutely, I'm exasperated because this is entirely unnecessary.
Tomorrow will be day 3 of the government shutdown with no end in sight as the even bigger problem, a possible government default, looms larger than ever. Diane?
Okay, Jonathan Karl reporting at the White House tonight.